Hi, grade 2, how are you? Our session today, inshallah, will be about comparing between two numbers. These two numbers will be three-digit numbers. That means we have ones, tens, and hundreds. Let's start to compare between the first two numbers. Here we have 250 and 275. To compare between any numbers, we're going to start from the far left, from the number in the far left, which means we're going to start with the hundreds. Okay, with the hundreds. The hundreds here is 2, and the hundreds here is 2. They are equal. So let's move to the ones. If we found that the hundreds are equal, we're gonna move to the ones, the tens, sorry, the tens. The tens here is 5, and the tens here is 7. 7 is greater than 5. That means 275 is greater than 250. Let's see question 2. 641. We can say that these two numbers are equal, but let's see why they're equal. We said that we're going to start comparing from the far left, which means we're going to start from the hundreds. Yani 6 here and 6 here. We have the same numbers. Let's move to the ones. The ones here is 4. Sorry, the tens. The tens here is 4, and the tens here is 4. They're the same. Let's move to the ones. The ones here is 1, and the ones here is 1. These two numbers are equal. Question 3, 198 and 107. Let's start to compare from the far left, which means we're going to start between the hundreds. The hundreds here is 1, and the hundreds here is 1. They're equal. Let's move to the tens. The tens here is 9, and the tens here is 0. We know that 9 is greater than 0, so 198 is greater than 107. Question 4, 725 and 953. Start to compare between the hundreds from the far left. The hundreds here is 9, and the hundreds here is 7. We know that 9 is greater than 7, so I can say that 953 is greater than 725. Question 5, 312, 312. They are equal, they're the same number. Question 6, 814, 798. We said that we're going to start to compare from the far left, from the hundreds. The hundreds here is 8, and the hundreds here is 7. 8 is greater than 7, which means 814 is greater than 798. Question 7, 804, 514. Start to compare from the far left, which means we're going to start to compare between the hundreds. The hundreds here is 8, and the hundreds here is 5. 8 is greater than 5, so 804 is greater than 514. The last question, 500, 510. Let's start to compare from the far left, from the hundreds. The hundreds here is 5, and the hundreds here is 5. Let's move to the tens. The tens here is 0, the tens here is 1. 1 is greater than 0, yani 510 is greater than 500.